Yeah, that's what I said. Okay.
Opposite.
Okay, anyway. We're not Fortnite. This is gonna be a long one. Okay. So, where did it start? So, I think it started when... So it started when some trick-or-treater was, like, giving us candy at our house instead of taking candy from us. I don't know what day of the year it was, but some guy just came up and gave us giving us candy, and like I think the door was just open, nobody was here, and then all of a sudden the guy's gone, and then oh my god, it's so crazy, and then so we're at Aunt Monica's house. Probably should mention that. Except it's not Aunt Monica's house. Whenever I dream about Aunt Monica's house, it's always some weird, wacky, giant maze of a house. It's never actually Aunt Monica's house. But anyway. So we're at Aunt Monica's house. The door was just open. Some guy wanted to give us candy. No one was there. He just disappeared. So we're all just chilling, right? We're all just chilling. Actually, wait, no. The first time it came in my dream, I was at school, and I was leaving the class because it was like the end of the day or whatever. And I'm just walking with my stuff, like Casey and somebody else is there, and like I just see this blue cube monster with like giant fangs coming out of it. It looks like an anglerfish, but like a cube, and it's not a fish. Like its jaw just like its teeth were just pointing and it went through its skull, like it clipped through its skull. You know like bad quality games.
Yeah.
It just clipped through its skull, and I touched like the corner of its mouth, and it poked me, and I was like, ow, and then like Casey took a look at it, and was like, wonder what that is, and then I think and then that's the most I remember that, and then I think the trick or treating thing happened. And then we were all chilling, right? We were all chilling. This is where the horror part comes in. We're all just chilling. Actually, I don't know what happens next. Wait. Oh my god, it's a lot. Oh, this nightmare was crazy, bro. There's like lore and everything, bro.
Okay. So what else?
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you everything I know. Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember I was you and me were in a room, and I was like terrified of that little blue thing, and like I think Uncle Steve or some scientists were like, I feel like Uncle Ford from Gravity Falls was there, but I feel like it was just like the idea of him, like it was like Uncle Steve as him or something. I don't know. There was like some scientist guys that were there, and they kept him locked in a room in some floor, and they were like gonna study him all night or something. And I was like terrified that he was gonna come out and come like bite me or whatever, or come eat me or kill me or something. So then I so I was trying to like barricade the door so the thing didn't come in, because for some reason the door wasn't the right size for the door frame.
Okay.
So I was putting like a pillow in between the door and putting a chair underneath the handle, you know, and doing everything I could, but it just was not working, and you were not paying attention to me or not helping me at all, because you're like, it's not a big deal, but like I was terrified, you know.
Sorry for not giving you that support.
And like I don't know where Mommy was. I think she was just in the living room chilling. It was like bedtime, but it was still bright outside, I think. I was just trying to barricade the door. So like, oh my lord. So
Not your eyes, not your eyes.
So basically, so I remember that, and then I remember, I lost something, and it was like right outside the room where the monster was being kept, and I was like, oh my lord, I don't want to go near that. But like, I was something important. I think it was like a ball or something. I can't remember what it was, but I had to go get it. So I got it, and I was.
Important like a ball.
And I was yelling at you like come on, we gotta do something. We gotta go. We gotta do something. Like there was something urgent that we were doing, and I needed to get that thing that I lost right near the door.
Yeah.
Okay, now to the interesting part. Now for the interesting part. So this is where the lore comes in. So this is like near the end of the dream, I think. So I was a little more brave. I want to say brave, but I was not more brave at all. But so we were watching security cameras, right?
Okay.
We were watching security cameras, and we saw the guy who was trick or treating, giving us candy. We saw him at the door, right? And then we saw something just fly past him in a millisecond, and then some dude that looked like the Grim Reaper and Gangle from the Amazing Digital Circus combined. He kind of looked like the guy from Little Misfortune or Frambeau,
Yeah.
like the skull guy with the black clothes, you know. But his body was like ribbony, or like red, like Gangle. But we saw that he flashed on the screen for a second, but he was like behind him. It was like his backside. And then something happened to the guy. Either like the scientist found a way to cure him or something, but he was back to normal, right? From being the monster thingy. And he was showing us his recipe. He's like, I just wanted to be nice and give people candy, and he showed us his recipe for the candy. I don't remember what was in it, but it was like it was in this like file thing, and it was like boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
That's how it was laid out, all the ingredients.
Yeah. Boop 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 boop. Yeah.
So it was like one on the right side, and like 4 on the right side for the ingredients. It was like a file thingy, and then I think it was on the news or something that this guy was giving out candy, and it turns into a little weird little monster. Remember, the monster was like, it was like, how do I describe it? It was like this blue, like the ball blue.
Okay.
It was like a cube. It has really sharp, just teeth that were like as thin as string, that clipped through its face.
Yeah.
It looked like an anglerfish, and it had eyes somewhere.
So Lilo and Stitch.
No. I think yesterday I watched a video on why the ocean is terrifying, and I saw some weird fish.
Yes.
No, and some other fish that has what is on your avatar right now?
A bush.
Oh.
There's a bush with a bush. Okay. Yeah.
So and there was like this weird fish that like if it was like an anglerfish with the teeth coming like that. But it like hid in the sand, and like if you touched it or like stepped on it, it would like poison you with stuff that's behind its eyes. That's not the point. That's not.
Like a proper and messed up predator. Yeah.
Okay, back to the dream. Okay, I already said that I was trying to barricade the door, and the scientists were keeping me in the room, and I had to get something from the room, and it was urgent, and we saw the security cam, and the guy was explaining, blah blah blah, and then. I think that's it. Ask me questions and maybe I'll come up with something.
So you went outside of the room, and then what did the blue monster thing do? Just look at you? Was the blue monster some kid that just ate the candy in the house? So
No, it
like
was the guy that
Charlie?
made the candy. He was like tiny. He was like slightly bigger than the toilet paper roll right here.
Okay.
You mean like when I went to go get like the thing
The ball,
when it was urgent?
Yeah.
No, the door was locked. I didn't hear any noise. It was dark, and I just had to get the thing that fell outside the room.
But it didn't attack you or anything?
No, because it was inside the room.
It was inside the room
Yeah.
that you locked.
No, the scientists locked. They were like studying it. They were like,
I thought it was in the room that you barricaded.
no. It was in a different room. We were like on the top floor.
You
It was
just
like,
barricaded because you didn't want it to escape when they come get you.
yeah, we barricaded the room that we were staying in. It was on the top floor, and then the floor below us, or two below us, I think, was where the monster stayed. I wanted to be as far away as possible, so I went a floor up, which doesn't really make sense, but I remember the floor that it was on was close to the basement. So it might have been the first floor or second floor. I don't know, but when I was trying to barricade the room, it was just like a blank white room with almost like Bobby's room and Aunt Veronica's room combined, but like all white. And the door again was not the right size for the door frame. Like the door was like the hallway closet door or like the laundry room doors on one of our door frames. Like my door frame. The door just like was like this much away from being fit to the doorway. Just like a few inches from being the right size for the doorway. Oh, your bush is away. Ask me any more questions that you have.
So did he end up attacking you at all in the dream?
No, I don't think so. I was just, unless you count that one time where it started where I was at school and I touched like the corner of it and it like.
You were at school and it did something to you?
Yeah, so
It came to your school?
No, at that so when the dream started, I was at school. I was leaving my math class because it was like the end of the day or something. But, like the lights were off, but like the sun was still shining in, so it was like dimly lit. And then I was just walking with one of my classmates, Casey. And I just see the blue monster on the floor. And I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And I touched the corner of it because it looked weird. It looked like spotty and stuff. And it hit me, you know? And it like, ow, like it was like porcupine needles almost, you know? Just sticking out of the corner of it. I don't know if the mouth, like, I don't know if the cube was like this. Like the mouth was on one of the sides or the mouth was on the corner. But why is there light?
I think it's like glint from the sniper.
Oh, that's in the game now?
Yeah, so you can see if somebody's sniping your face. Okay, I think-
Why would you go that far back?
yeah, now you see-
Whoa, what is that?
Ah, you!
Look at that gun, bro. How
I have that gun. Ah, you fucking bitch.
Okay, you got any more questions now that you're not playing anymore? You're focused. Kind of.
I was focused the whole time. And now you got me swearing on your video.
I don't really care.
Well, I care if you're showing people. So it came to your school, this little blue monster?
It originated in my school.
Oh,
And the blue little monster guy was the guy who was like,
handing out candy.
yeah, he was the one who made the candy.
So did you cure him again
The school is
with
he's,
his recipe?
I think we fed him one of the candies and it cured him, but then I think later he turned back into the monster. The candies were like,
Is it werewolf rules?
no, the candy was like this big. They were like little beige
Like a-
squares.
like
They
a
looked like they were dipped
Snickers?
in chocolate. Like white chocolate.
What's that from? A movie? Princess Bride movie. Have we watched Princess Bride? Can we watch Princess Bride?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I remember we were when we were looking at the recipe. We were in a computer. It was like on this file thing.
Mhm.
And it was like showing us the things. And like I think the guy was behind us explaining how he did it.
Mhm.
Either behind the computer or behind all of us looking at the computer.
Mhm.
Um, that dream was crazy, bro. There was lore and everything.
Mhm.
But it was scary. Like, I was terrified.
And I did nothing.
Yeah, you were like, it's not a big deal. We don't have to barricade the door. The scientists got it. It's not going to come out.
So then Daddy doesn't support you in real life.
What? Well, yeah, you probably would say it's not that big of a deal. The scientists got it.
But if you were terrified of it, I would do nothing to this monster.
Do nothing to the monster? No, you just stayed in the room, man. Just chilled in the room. It was like the only time I saw you in the room. You're just in the room.
But I was chilling with you.
No, just
Right?
in the room. I was trying to barricade the door the whole time.
Well, yeah. But I was there with you.
Yeah, I think one of the times you were in the living room with mommy while I was trying to barricade the door.
So you're barricading me out.
I think the upstairs kind of looks like Mima's upstairs, but like all white and brighter. And then and you know where Mima's room would be?
Mhm.
That's the living room in Veronica's house.
Oh.
Whenever I dream about Aunt Veronica's house, it's so weird, bro.
Spider-Man? Maybe Daddy needs to switch it up a
Like,
bit.
oh my lord, that dream was crazy. Yeah, mommy would just chill in the whole time in the living room. She wasn't doing anything.
Drinking wine, talking to her sisters.
I don't know what she was doing. She was just on the couch, chilling the whole time.
Sister crackers?
Yeah, any more questions? Thanks
Where
for
was
listening to
Charlie?
my TED Talk.
Where was Charlie in it?
Oh no, Charlie wasn't in it. I think that was a separate nightmare. I don't know if it happened in the same night, but it was a separate nightmare. She was making fun of the way I dressed, I think.
Yeah. No, we discussed that.
Well, not really. I didn't, because I can't remember anything of it. But oh, that blue cube thing. Oh my lord.
It's a cube thing now?
Yeah, the thing was a cube.
The monster?
Yeah, it was a little tiny cube that was only like slightly bigger than this. I'll draw it right now.